you have the top 10 cumulative GPAs in your classes. Okay. So you were invited to the honors brunch. You will be today. You will be graced by a friend of mine. Grew up with him in elementary school, and then we reconnected after college. His name is Brian Harris. We reconnected in a home-based business, which in the opportunity he attained. He started his his journey on financial freedom. All right. So he's right now a real estate investor, very savvy real estate investor, and a self-made millionaire entrepreneur. He started many businesses, and they are continuing now and generating income for him. So you'll get to hear from an actual millionaire today. All right, his name is Brian Harris. Bring him up right there.
Oh, all right. So, hey, look, you got me. All you gotta do is hold me. Hey, y'all, I'm going live. I'm a millionaire. I'm an internet marketer, so you film me right here. I'm going live on my Facebook group.
You told me
because I want them to see it too. How's everybody doing today? Great. Man, I'm so glad to be here. I want to first thank y'all for being here and listening to me. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself first, but I want to get y'all on the vibration that I'm on. Okay, so I want to raise your energy level up. So first I want y'all to repeat after me. These are some of the affirmations that I do with my sons. I got a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And so I do this with them every morning because what I'm going to show you today is the blueprint to the life of your dreams. Anybody want to have everything that they wanted in life? So let's say, I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
I want you to say it like you mean it, though. I don't want you to just mumble. You got to say it like you feel it. I want to hit it with your chest. Say, I'm a champion.
I'm a champion.
Say, I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
I'm a winner.
I'm a winner.
I'm successful.
I'm successful.
I like myself.
I like myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
Look at your neighbor and say, I see myself in you.
I see myself.
That make you feel good? You just got to raise your energy so much.
I'm a winner.
What I want you to do is every morning, before you go to sleep at night, I want you to write out the person that you want to be. Does that make sense? Yeah. If you want to be a champion, I want you to write it out. There's a verse. Any of y'all believe in the Bible? Yeah. Right? But I'm going to break the Bible down into a way that was working down to me where I can understand it. Okay? You know, you go to sleep when the preacher starts preaching. There's a verse. Write this down, y'all. Write this down. Everything that I'm saying that's important, I'm going to tell you to write it down because it's going to make it real in your life.
It's only been a second.
Let me tell you why I don't want you to type it in your phone. There's a neurological pathway that you create when you write. You bring it from nothing into something. Y'all listen to me? When you write something down, you literally are creating new cells in your brain. You know the folds in your brain? Y'all with me?
What's up, man?
You know the folds that you have in your brain? How do you create a new fold? When you write something down, you create a new fold. When you write it over again, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. This is creating something from nothing. Okay? There's a verse in the Bible, right? Habakkuk verse 2 and 2. You don't have to write the whole verse. Habakkuk verse 2 and 2. Y'all with me? I'm going to keep snapping like that. Write the vision and make it plain. That's what the scripture says. It tells us to write the vision and make it plain. The blueprint to success in life is literally knowing what you want with a definite certainty. Y'all understand? How many of y'all have just sit and caught yourself imagining? Like daydreaming is what they call it, right? And many times you find yourself imagining things that are not as conducive to you as they could be. I want to show you how to use a creative power that every successful person I know, from millionaires to billionaires, they use this, but they learned this early on. See, this is something that they don't really teach in schools. All right? You learn this as you go on in life, but you guys are so gifted that you got an opportunity to sit in a room to where you can learn how to literally be the rulers of your life. Scripture tells us that man was given dominion over this earth. You know how? Through his mind. Through his mind. I want to tell you all how to think success. Think and Grow Rich. Write that book down. That's a book. I want you all to embed in your brain. It's called Think and Grow Rich. There's a quote by a gentleman. I'm going to tell you who it is in a second because you guys are taking history and I'm sure you know who it is. He says, what joy it is for rulers, for rulers that men and women don't think. Who do you think said that? What joy it is for rulers that men and women don't think. Give me a guess. Huh? Who? Hitler. Hitler. Horrible man, right? But he knew that he could take control of the world because the average person does not think. You understand? Meaning you have to control your mind. So every day that you wake up, I want you to write this down for starters. Write down, I'm a champion. I just want you to get general success. Write it down. Make it plain on tablets. That's what Scripture tells us to do. Say, I'm a leader. I am a leader. I am. Don't write I'm. Say, I am. The reason why I'm telling you this is the one true name of God. I am. That's what he told Moses. In Scripture. Moses asked God, who are you? Who should I tell the people that you are? He says, I am that I am. I want to tell you guys something. You can't separate yourself from I am. Everything that you say, you have to say and claim it. So there's like an invisible genie that grants every wish. I want to tell you something. Your word, according to Scripture, becomes flesh. Everything that you speak after the words, I am, you create. You are walking in your past thoughts right now. You may not remember thinking about this, but you attracted this information. You thought something that put you in this room. What I'm telling you is how to become definite in your thinking. I'm with y'all? Y'all with me? Yes. When you say I am, you summon creation into your life. Millionaires, billionaires, that's not accidental, that's definite. Successful people, that's definite. You have a definite reign over your life. And I want to touch your souls today. And I want to speak to the future version of yourself so that you can wake up now and walk into the future that you want to create. You understand? So when you say I am, decide what you want to say after that. When you're talking to somebody, catch yourselves on the things that you say. Don't say, I don't want to be broke. What did I just say? What did I just say? There you go. When I say I don't want something, my mind doesn't hear what I don't want. It hears what I just said. Y'all understand? I want you to start catching yourself, catching your friends, catching your peers, and correcting their speaking and make them speak from a place of definite. Don't say I don't want to be broke. Say, I am rich. Write that down. I am rich. Say, I am wealthy. You want to be wealthy. Wealthy in abundance. Wealthy in health. Wealthy in finances. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am healthy. So, everything that you say after the words I am, you literally summon creation. You can build on that, look that up. The words I am are your invisible genie that you can now go out and create your life. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible that says faith. Y'all know what faith is? Faith is the only thing that God responds to. I know y'all didn't come here to hear a sermon, and I'm not a preacher. But faith is the only thing that God responds to. So understanding that faith is the only thing that God responds to, my next mission in life when I was 21, because you guys are blessed, you're probably going to college. You know, I dropped out of college. I went to college and I dropped out. So I was on that statistical path. You ain't going to be nothing, right? So I started getting that word. You understand? But I wanted it to speak to my soul, to the spirit part of me. And it says, faith is the only thing that God responds to. So now I wanted to know how to get him to respond to me. Because I didn't want to be a nothing. I wanted to be a somebody. I wanted to affect people around me. So faith is the only thing that God responds to. So the next thing I wanted to know is, how do I induce faith? How do I get faith? Write this down. Faith is a state of mind that can be induced. Y'all understand what induce means? Can be triggered. Faith is a state of mind that can be induced by repetitious instructions to the mind. Y'all with me? I'm going to make you comprehend that. That means that, and also in Scripture tells us, faith comes by what? Hearing and hearing and hearing. Y'all with me? Faith comes by hearing. So now, all right, I'm on to something here. I was like, I'm reading this book called Think and Grow Rich. I wanted to be rich. And it says faith is a state of mind that can be induced by repetitious instructions to the mind. So now I started to write out what I wanted. And I understood this. I said, I wanted to make $1 million a month. That was my thing. Right? $1 million a month. Never been done before in my family's life. And then so I was like, okay, all right, I want to make $1 million a month. And so now I had to get out of a place of wanting and had to get into a place of knowing that I had it. Jesus said a scripture in the Bible that said, whatsoever you desire when you pray, what did he say? Believe you have received it, and you shall have it. Now he didn't say, like you might get it. He said, you will have it. This is the word that has always been in you all's life. I'm telling you how to apply it. Whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe. What does that mean? Have the faith for it. Have it now. How do we have it now? This is where the imagination comes in. Write down imagination. Your human imagination is your gift. Right now, let me tell you something. When you get done, write that down. Imagination. I want you all to close your eyes. Wait. This is what I want you to do. Y'all see this word? Money? Y'all see that? I want you to close your eyes and see that word in your mind's eye. Close your eyes. Y'all see it? Close your eyes. Now, without saying anything, keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. I want you, don't say it with your mouth. I want you to scream it out loud in your mind, that word. Y'all with me? Now, the question that I'm asking you is what inside of you saw that? What inside of you spoke it? That's the God in you, guys. That's the I am in you. And now what I'm telling you is you can literally imagine anything you want to imagine. But if you allow it to be undefinite, you will have a scattered life of results. Does that make sense? If you allow your mind to just wander and think sporadic thoughts, you will walk in a sporadic life. You have ups and downs. If you always find yourself imagining things that make you feel bad, guess what? You're going to walk through things that make you feel bad in life. You are walking in your past thoughts right now. What I'm telling you is, if you want to change your future, change your now. Change your now. Change your thinking right now. I'm speaking to your future self so that when you go into a bind and you get in trouble and this leaves you when you go out into the world, I want to impregnate in your brains that you have the power already to think, speak, and create anything that you want to do. By literally going into the temple of yourself, get in a quiet room. Silence is golden. Seek the silence often. That's the only true voice of God. Seek it. Go inside yourself. Go in a room and imagine and become the person that you know what I do? This is what I do. I don't work with effects. Working with effects is like me drawing a picture on this board and making them real ugly and saying, why you look like that? Who drew it? I drew it. Why are you looking like that? Why are you so ugly? Why are these people around me? That sounds crazy, doesn't it? That's what you do when you try to work with defects. If I want to change somebody, I change me. If I don't like somebody, I change me. You understand? I create the person I make them the person that I want to be in my imagination. So, for instance, my sons know this. I teach them this principle, and they live by it. Amazing kids, just like you all. And what I teach them to do is this. I teach them to go inside their imagination if they have an issue with the teacher. And remember your powers. Whatever you wish on somebody else comes back to you. So understand that. You wish bad on somebody, you're going to be the first recipient of it. You're going to probably get a little disease, a little ache in your body. Wish good. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's why that scripture means that you receive the happiness first before somebody else receives it. If I wish good on you kids, guess what? I get it first. If I see you as a successful whatever you want to be, and you as whatever you want to be, I get it first. You as a pilot, flying billionaires all around the world, I can see that and feel good for you. Guess what? I get that good feeling first. I see him as the person I want him to be, not as the person that he is now. So now I go inside my imagination, and when I write it down first, I make it plain so I can know. So I may say, write this down. I want you all to repeat this. This is a goal. I sell this right here. I am so happy and grateful now. I want you, and I'm going to tell you how to apply this. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Write it down. I promise you, you're going to want this. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. So now what do? When I write that down, I then pre-record it in my voice, speaking from the place of me having it now. Y'all with what I'm saying? I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And what I do is start to listen to Lil Wayne. I don't know who's the hottest rapper now. And start to listen to Jay-Z. Y'all tell me. I start listening to all this stuff that gives me sporadic thinking. There you go, baby. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I don't allow anybody else's thoughts to enter into my temple. I don't go home and watch Good Times and say I want to be wealthy. You understand? I don't watch Fred Sanford and say I want to be rich. Why? Because my guards to my brain, my temple, are my senses. Anything that I repeatedly see, anything that you repeatedly touch, hear, taste, smell, it enters into your temple. That's the gate to your mind. You have to do what Scripture tells us to do and guard your minds. Y'all, there is a battle. When people say that, there is literally a battle for your brain to make you do what everybody else wants you to do. What I'm telling you how to do is be definite. Turn off all outside distractions. Write this down, and then you say it repeatedly. If you do this for the next 21 days, and it's the only thing you allow your brain to hear, I guarantee you money. Everybody that's watching, I guarantee you money. If this becomes the only thing that you saturate your brain with, money will start appearing in your life almost magically. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You don't know how. The amazing thing is you don't have to know how it's going to happen. That's not your jurisdiction, guys. So I want you to not get bogged down, because when you try to worry about the how, then that's when you worry. And Jesus tells us, do not worry. He said, I clothe the grass in the fields, and tomorrow they're burned. And he said, but I will do much greater for you. Aren't you much greater than the fire, the birds in the air? You've been given dominion over this earth. Dominion over this earth. So now what I want you to do is, when you go in the morning, I'm going to give you specific times. Write this down. In the morning when you wake up, do not check your phone first. Do not turn on the TV. Don't speak to anybody else. I want you to imagine what it would feel like being the person that has money coming to them in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I want you to, then what this is called, you may call it pretending. I want you to be in the feeling of having it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? How do you identify with the feeling of having it now? How many of y'all have ever been given some random money? Like random money. How does that feel? It felt pretty good, didn't it? Just to get some unexpected money. Like, oh my God, thank you. What? That is a feeling. That is a feeling. That is an emotion. When thought plus emotion connect, you create it into reality. So now, what I just done is help you identify the feeling. Now, feel that feeling, that same feeling, as if multiple sources of income were coming to you. Does that make sense? Identify with the feeling of what you had with the amount of money that you was given unexpectedly, and then get that feeling for multiple streams coming to you. Identify with it in the morning and at night. Before you go to bed, do not leave the TV on. Do not leave the radio playing. Do not leave YouTube playing in your ear, your phone. The only thing I want you to have playing in your ear is what your words are speaking. I want you to pre-record it on those apps y'all know how to use. And I want you to set it to play all night long in your ear. I'm so happy and grateful now. Money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. See, what happens is your conscious mind, your guard goes to sleep. Your reasoning, how is this going to happen? That goes to sleep. And then it presses into your brain. Y'all can do research on this. I've spent tons of money to learn this stuff. It presses into your brain without you trying to think of how it's going to happen. And when you do that, you wake up and you begin to walk in the life that you created in imagination. It's such a beautiful thing. Whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe that you have it now, and you will have it in your life. It's that real. And I'm speaking with so much conviction because I want to touch you so that you remember this when you walk through a hard time. Now, let me say this. Understanding this is when you go out and you start applying this, what you have to know is your past thoughts will confront you. Y'all understand that? Meaning the way you were thinking has to manifest. So the sporadic thoughts, the crap, the BS, all that stuff, it's going to present itself in front of you. Keep walking through it. They say when you inhale, don't stop. Don't look around. Keep walking. You understand? When your thoughts come through and present themselves to you, keep walking, knowing I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And keep going through. And eventually you're going to walk into bliss. And then you want to start writing out new futures, new places that you want to experience. If you want to go visit London, say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm in London and all my expenses were paid for. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm the best doctor in the world. And I was featured on Time Magazine as the best doctor in the world. Write it down and play it over and over and again. And you'll walk into it. And I want you all to look me up. Because it'll help so many people, thousands of people with this information. Some people are millionaires now. Some people are six-figure earners. Some people have made a lot of money. Some people are just blessing a lot of people. And I want you to look me up. My name is Brian S. Harris, B-R-Y-A-N. So now, let's go back to this. Know where you want to play in the money game. So let's go to this. The next subject I want to talk about is now the mechanics. Y'all with me? Y'all enjoy that? All right, thank you. All right, so now, the mechanics. I just erased all my notes. All right, so the mechanics. I want you to draw this quadrant. The game of money, y'all. The game of money is so serious, but if you know how to play it, it becomes easy. I want you to understand this. People generate income from 4 different quadrants. Now, I want you to understand this. You guys, I want you to remember this and understand this and embed it into your brain. People make money from 4 different quadrants. You got the E quadrant, you got the S quadrant, you got the B quadrant, and you got the I quadrant. The E quadrant, what does that stand for? Huh? Employee. That's a good answer, though. Good answer. Employee. That's the person that trades their time for what? Money. You trade your time for money when you're an employee. If you don't go to work, guess what? You don't get paid. There's nothing wrong with this here. Nothing wrong with this, but it's one of the worst ways to generate your income. Because you have to literally go physically trade time for money. The next quadrant is S quadrant. Say S quadrant. That stands for the self-employed individual. Self-employed. Most people, when they decide they want to make more money than an employee would, they go straight to the S quadrant. I'm going to explain this in a second. The S quadrant is the person that says, if I want it done right, I got to do it myself. Right? Right? Yeah. That's the person that says, you know, I'm going to do it all myself. I got my own business. And they still have to go show up for the what? They have to show up for the paycheck. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. None of these are bad ways. It's just not the best way if you like time freedom. See, wealth is time freedom. Doing what you want. Who wants that? When you want to do it. Waking up when you want to wake up. You know what time I wake up usually every day? 12 o'clock. Yep, noon. I go to bed whenever I want to go to bed. I go wherever I want to go. I spend time with my family whenever I want to. Why? Because I've transitioned, and I had mentors that taught me how to transition over to the right side of the quadrant. Everybody say left side,
Left side.
right side.
Right.
All right, you're going to get right or you're going to get left. All right, here we go. So the B quadrant is the big business owner. Now, typically, the big business owner was your people like Fred Smith, the people who had big money, big factories, and a system. People working for them while they're out on the golf course. You understand what I'm saying? Flying around, right? B quadrant, big businesses. Now this is transitioned to where we are in the age of the internet. To where now you can be in the B quadrant and be sitting on the beach and have a system, an automated digital system running for you. I'm going to show you a couple things. To where you don't have to go to work for money now and your system pays you for it. And that's the beauty of building income. The next quadrant is called the I quadrant. This is where you've made enough money from any one of these quadrants, and now you can invest it, and your money now works for you. Warren Buffett, the Oracle, right? The people who make billions of dollars off their money. Your money can work harder than you. Your money can be your slave if you wanted to. Can be your slave if you wanted to. This is called the right side of the quadrant. Now, here's the stat that blew me away when I was 21. I'm 37 now. And I know I look like I'm 16.
Jesus.
They're laughing kind of hard on that. Okay. 90% of the people in the world, why you haven't heard this information before, 90% of the people in the world operate on the left side of the quadrant. Look at this. And they control less than 10% of the world's wealth. This is the stat that blew me away. And I'm like, oh my God. And you got less than 10% of the people in the world operating on the right side, and they control what? 90% of the world's wealth. Which side would you want to be on? If you had a choice, this early in the game. Nobody told me this early in the game. I had to get a bunch of knocks on my head before I learned this. And people pay me tens of thousands of dollars an hour to teach them this. And you guys are getting it in this room for the free skill. Right? Just because Maurice. Y'all thank Mr. Maurice.
Appreciate the reason.
Yes, sir. So now, what I want to do now is show you all some B quadrant industries that you need to start learning. Now, the age that we live in, guys and girls, ladies and men, the age that we live in, it's constantly changing. What I'm telling you is, our motto, we have a group called the HarrisMastermind.com. Our motto is learn, execute, repeat. You have to learn so fast to keep up in this economy. What you learn today is not relevant anymore tomorrow. You understand? Money loves what? Speed. Money loves speed. The faster that you learn, the more money you make. All right? The faster that you learn, the more money you make. Everybody stand like that. The faster that you learn, the more money you make. The faster that you learn, the more money you make. Now, what you do is you surround yourself with other fast learners that outthink you. You don't want to be the smartest person in your group no more. You don't want to be the, I know how it feels. You want to surround yourself with people that outthink you. So, here are some industries. I want you to write this down. Omnipresent agency. Omni. O-M-N-I. Present. P-R-E-S-E-N-T. Agency.com. I want you to write that down. What this is a technology firm. Now, if you are looking for something to eat, or if you're looking for, I'm trying to see, what would you guys look for? If you're looking for something to eat, you don't know where you are, what are you going to search on? Google! I got my 4-year-old, he says it. You're going to search on Google, right? Not only you, but everybody does this. So, if you're going to search on Google, and you're looking for something to eat, and I own a restaurant, where should I have my business at? On Google. On Google! I would be an idiot, right? Not to have my business on Google. What I'm telling you is, every business should have their business on Google. Or else, guess what? They are obsolete. Because the world has shifted to digital. So now, the best way to make money in any economy is to literally identify the problem. Don't dwell in it. Write that down. Identify the problem. You want to make millions? Billions? Identify the problem. Identify the problem. I'm going to show you what we just did here. Identify the problem, and then mentally see the solution. Find the solution for it. It'll come to you quick. All you got to do is ask your mind. Say, tell me the solution of how I can fix this problem. Mentally. All right, so now, what we've done is identify the problem. What's the problem? Businesses are not on Google, right? You guys live in Memphis, Tennessee, one of the slowest economies in the world. True. But one of the most amazing places for opportunity. See, you just did it. You looked at Memphis as one of the slowest economies as being a bad thing, right? But for you all, you are solution-oriented thinkers now. So everything that you don't like about Memphis, guess what you all have the opportunity to do? Change it! You guys have and girls have the opportunity to become the solution for this slow economy. The money is waiting on y'all to wake up. You don't go to Atlanta and say, oh, Atlanta's better than Memphis, and move to Atlanta. No. You come back to Memphis and say, oh my God, I can put this here, I can do this, I can do this. And I'm going to tell you something, money loves speed. You got people like me that will invest in your ideas. The money will come to you, guys. There's so much money here. Billions of dollars will come and back your idea if it's a solution for the future. To literally change it. So, OmnipresentAgency.com is a company. I want you to go to it, read it, look at it, research it, etc. But it's a pay-per-click company that ranks businesses, not ranks them, but gets them at the top of Google. So, anybody that searches, hey, look, real estate is big right now, right? Somebody may be looking, they need a rehab company, right? Or a plumber or electrician. Well, what would I do if I needed an electrician? What am I going to search? Google, that's right. And then so now what we do is we go to businesses. I own so many businesses, it's ridiculous. We go to business owners and say, hey, look, there's a lot of people that's looking for you right here. I can put you here in the next 24 to 72 hours. And I can flood your business with income. Period, point blank. When I do it, 24 to 72 hours, he starts to get leads, etc. Guess what he's going to do? Want more, right? He's going to want to pay me. Let me show you how to get out of the rat race. So that you ain't trying to make $1 million and you don't need $1 million. You ain't doing nothing with $1 million. This is the key to money, guys. Is understanding what financial freedom looks like. How many of y'all got bills already? None of y'all? What's your bill? How much you pay? 500? 500? How much is your phone bill a month? $60? Okay. Oh, no, right? All right, so look, $60. Let me just add a couple things on this. So now, how many of y'all want a car? What kind of car y'all want?
Lambo.
Huh? Lambo? Lambo costs about $2,000 a month, depending on the kind you get. Huh? No, don't do that. Huh? I'm going to tell you what. Huh? What? Jeep? Who wanted a Range Rover? Range Rover? All right, so Range Rover is going to cost $1,100 a month. My wife got one of those. What else? Bugatti? If Bugatti's going to cost anywhere between $3,000 a month. Great. All right, what else? Who else?
I want Jag.
Jaguar? Huh? BMW is going to cost around $1,100 a month. So let's go ahead and add your dream car onto this expense. How many of y'all probably want your own place when you graduate from high school or whatever? All right? So, are you going to live? Where you want to live? You want to live in Memphis? I love Memphis too, man. I got houses all over the city. That's how much. Look. All right, I will. I'm going to show you how. So, nice house. How many square feet you think? You want a mansion or? No. Two-bedroom, what area? Tell me. What's your code? Outside of Memphis, so like the old Carville, Germantown, okay? So you're looking at about another, let's just say $1,500 a month to be on the safe side. That's going to cover your bills, your expenses, your light bills, all that stuff. Okay. All right, so look, let me go ahead and up this to $2,500 a month, all right? Don't get scared of the number, because I'm going to show you how to literally become financially independent. Just by knowing what your expenses are. See, our life is like a navigation system. Y'all know how the navigation system works. You got to type in the end destination, right? This is the end destination. But the navigation system, you don't have to type it in nowadays. It has to know where you are. Your expenses let you know where you are. Your goals let you know where you want to go. You all are a human navigational system, okay? Y'all with me still? So this is how you guys can get the Lambo, the dream car, and pay your cell phone bill. Life is good, right? Such an amazing thing. So that you're not trying to go make $1 million and you don't need to make $1 million, all right? Or you don't have a leading to go. Let me help you understand this. Money loves movement. Money is not meant to be saved. Money is meant to be moved. Does that make sense? You got to keep money moving. Why can't people save money? Because it has a vibration of movement. And it's going to move away from you. You save for a rainy day, guess what day is going to come? A storm don't rain. Because you saved for that day. Does that make sense? Y'all getting it now? So you can't save money for a rainy day or else you're going to experience a rainy day. It's making more sense now, isn't it? See the things that people say? So look, so now we got an expense column of $3,660. That's your monthly bill. Y'all, if I had that expense column, I would be like, yeah! All right, so here we go. So you got a baller car, you got an amazing pad, it's fully furnished, right? Yeah, you killing the game. Anybody come over there, they're like, ooh, I want to come over here to your house. Like, he's mad. All right? So look, this is what you do. Let me show you how quick you can have this here. If you learn, execute, repeat. Here you go. Every client that we get to pay us for the apps, we from app business, we own a mobile app company, I own real estate, etc. But I'm just going to show you one right now. Pay-per-click. We create apps, we do pay-per-click. Every business that we get as a client to get them at the top of Google, they pay us anywhere between $1,500 and $5,000 a month. Each client. Each. How many clients do you need paying you $5,000 a month to cover this lifestyle?
One.
One plus one is what, Kevin? Two! All right? One. All you need is one client. One client. No, but what if you got the one that's paying you $1,500 a month? All you need is three. You understand? Yeah. And you are financially free. For as long as you want to be. Until you decide you want another Bugatti. Then if you want another Bugatti, what are you going to do? Go buy you another asset. Assets. Don't invest in liabilities. Invest in assets. Write that down. I'm going to send you a song. Assets are good. Liabilities are bad. I want y'all to remember this. Assets are good. Liabilities are bad. Let me tell you what it is. Assets help make me money. Liabilities take all of it from me. Assets are good. Liabilities are bad. Everybody down. All right. Get y'all with me though. I want y'all to remember that song. Because we have a community of people that right now they're going to get $5,000, $10,000 in tax money. Y'all know it's tax season, right?
Oh, yeah.
And what are they going to probably go buy?
Upgrade.
Liability. Shoes. Liability. Yeah. Huh? They're going to buy all these liabilities. They're going to invest in their problems more. Y'all with me? Instead of investing in their solution. You got to learn how to invest in your solutions. If I'm struggling and I have a bill, this is what I do. I think of a solution to a current problem. I don't think about my problem. I don't want to stay in that realm. You can't solve a problem with the same thinking that got you in it. Y'all with me? So what I do is I think of a solution and then maybe an opportunity presents itself. And I invest in that opportunity because now I have a shot at getting out of that situation, banking on my ability. Does that make sense? So now, what I'm telling you is go to omnipresentac.com, research it, etc. And then I want you to also check out Biz Boom Apps.com. Biz, BIZBOOMAPPS.com. I make anywhere between $1,500. I'm telling you, not just me. You can too. I have tons of people that do this. $1,500 per client to $20,000 per client. One client. And every month they pay me $149 a month. So if I had 30 clients paying me $149 a month, I'm making $4,500 a month. It don't take a lot, guys, to be financially free. You don't have to have millions of dollars, guys, to live the life of your dreams. You can go to, if you do this times 2, if you go get 2 clients and you're making $10,000 a month, you can take the other one and blow it every month if you want to. What I would advise you to do is go buy some more assets. Keep building on your residual and then go back and reach back and help people. Help other kids in your arena. You understand what I'm saying? It's about the information that you're getting is not to hold on to it. We live in an environment to where Jesus told us to serve others, to help other people. So as you get it, give back. Give back through knowledge. You have to, if you give a man fish, you teach him for a day. If you teach him how to fish, what? You feed him for a lifetime. You feed him for a lifetime. Because once you all know how to do this, you don't need me to give you money. You don't come begging for it. Does that make sense? You know how to go get it. So what I'm telling you is to learn these skills. Learn pay-per-click. Now, this industry may change in a few years or so. Learn pay-per-click. Learn how to create mobile apps. Instead of being the one playing on it, be the one creating them. Does that make sense? Instead of the one searching for something to buy on Google, be the one that's putting businesses on Google. Does that make sense? That's how you're going to free yourself up first and then lift your families out of it. You with me? Guys, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I know I had you guys thinking a lot, and there's a lot to do. TheHarrisMastermind.com. Look that up. That way you can see who we are, etc. If you want to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with you through there. And my name on Facebook is Brian S. Harris, Bryan S. Harris. But the